You have no idea how happy I am right now. Old man interneting just realized how to enlarge the browser. So all of your typing and letters now, I'm not like going to have to old man zoom in anymore. I'm also leaning back to see it. I am very, very happy right now. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I am your host, Nick. I thank all of you for joining. I do want to say something before we start. Nah, I'll wait. It's a Throwdown. It's Thursday. Let's hit it, Blitz. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the Blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Lad Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where the teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone. Dark Soldier's here. Johnny's in the house. Bobby. Mr. Bonesy's out on the prowl. Na. Since my suicide is here, VR's here. Murdog and Alan. What's up, guys? So, what did we learn today, guys? What did we learn on this show? He can't be defeated. He can't be stopped.
When the Blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
There's been a lot of you out there asking about who he be. Well, he's about to let you know.
He's Charles.
This rap is so hot, you'll play it on a loop. You'll never get the recipe for chicken noodle soup. Soup or a spider or even a bat. Got nothing on me or Bobby with his hat. Lady's gotta be a 10 if I'm gonna date her. Shout out to my homie, his name is Gator. I'm Charles.
To all you other guys trying to rap on Jake's show, got nothing on this guy and his flow.
He's Charles.
These bars be so hot, I'll get invited on Fallon. You know who won't? That hater, Alan. My comic book and movie takes are so hot and wild. Since my last verse, Johnny had another child. My YouTube is blowing up and I'm becoming a star. Like takes are fresh like the clothes on VR. I'm Charles.
Jets, Yankees, comics, hip-hop. Nobody compares when it comes to him.
He's Charles.
I see everyone on Jake's show trying to prop bars. I'm the only one jumping over cars. Blowski calls the show and he's always really loud. Shout out to Nick, you know he'd be proud. I don't like Zach or his family, they're Mormon. First name Charles, last name Gorman. I'm Charles, motherfucker.
You just witnessed the debut of a proud New York Jet fan and a Jake Asman production. Brought to you by the man, the myth, the legend himself.
I'm Charles.
He's Charles. I'm Nick. You're the awesome chat. Let's get this started, shall we? Tonight we're going to start off a little different. Last night there was a very sad night for someone. This poor guy typed and thought I was being a just plain out jerk and ignoring him. We don't know what happened to the other account. He changed his name. So tonight, he gets to start us off, and he does it in a tremendous fashion, opening us up with a super chat. Jay Reeves, a.k.a. Three Siblings, hashtag I'm freed, 28-24 Jets. I know we can do it. RELAXUC. We are going to win Sunday. Let's go. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for the super chat. You're awesome. And now we're even for last night. Even though I did nothing wrong, I felt bad. I do have a heart. Don't tell anybody, though. I try not to pretend. I pretend that I don't on the internet. Stack is here early. The great note taker from the great white north, Boomtown. Addison's in the house. Still on my way home from work, but damn it, I love you, Nick. I love you too, Addie. Addie, the baddie, always smoking a fatty. 9 more minutes. 9. Interesting number. Never heard that number referenced on this channel before. Maybe you guys in the chat will tell me what it stands for. Mess is here. Wild Wave is here. Hank G. Welcome, Hank. We got Metro Funny One in the house. What a comeback. What a comeback. I'll tell you the moment the comeback happened. In the Discord at exactly 9:35. I was eating and I scrolled back to find my comment from Monday and I replied to my own comment. And the question was, do the Mets still have a season by the time the Jets game starts Sunday? And I replied to myself at 9:35 with Bueller with a question mark. Nothing. That was the moment. That was the moment. You're welcome, Mets fans. And for those of you who don't know, Big Papa Nick's Papa Nick up in heaven is going nuts right now. And everyone in my family, even my ex-wife, her family, all Yankee fans. My dad is the lone wolf as a Met fan. There's infamous stories about me and my dad going back and forth with Mets and Yankees forever. And to the point where I even tried to put a Yankee hat in his casket during the eulogy to get the last word. So for all you Met fans out there, I talked to Adam, Y2K, and it was the 7th inning. I didn't know. And I messaged him. I was like, hey, you do anything tonight? He's like, baseball just fucking died for me. I'm not coming on. I'm not in no mood to be on anyone's air. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. I forgot about the game. I'm sorry. 10 minutes later. Kaboom. Very good. Happy for you, Mets fans. Let's see. Who else we got here? Boom, boom, boom. Dre Day's in the house. What's up, Dre? Mr. Harlan Abraham's here. New York Jets superfan is here. What's up, sir? Jay Quest is here. James Thompson. A lot of Mets fans here. Alan, something special going on in Flushing. Well, we know it's not you calling into Jake's show. Or have you? Have you gone on? Have I missed it? I've been working. Jake, I messaged Jake. He knows that I'm just bad timing right now with school back in session. I can't have anything like that open or playing during the school hours. And then from 3:30 to 5:30, I'm crazy at work. I try to pop in when I can, either before work or driving to football practice. But update me. I'll look for the comments below when I get there. Ted is here. What's up, Ted? Leanie's here. Aw, man, now I can't even make fun of the Mets at all because Leanie's a Met fan. Son of a bitch. That's why I hate getting emotionally attached to people and liking people. It was easier to be an asshole when I didn't like anybody. But now that I like some of you, not all, you know who. It's easy to tell. I don't hide it. But I love Leanie. And if Leanie's happy, I can't shit on it at all. So thanks for ruining my fun, Leanie. Hope you enjoy your night, miss. This is one of the rare occasions where I'm talking to a woman and she enjoyed her night and I didn't. Usually it's, I'm good, she's not. But role reversal tonight, Leanie. Enjoy. Hello, Sarah. Good day. Good day from down under. I got my voice back, so now I can do your little accents and your talky talks. Hello, Kim. We got 3 ladies in the house tonight. Gentlemen, act accordingly. Ladies, do whatever the hell you want. Every night is ladies' night here in the chat. Now that I said that, no one will pay attention to me for the next 2 hours. I'm looking. Who else we got? I'm trying to catch up in the chat. Hawk is here. Yes, Hawk. Get situated. Get set. Down. Set hut. I'm excited for Sunday for 2 reasons. Number one's Jet game. Jet game's at 9:30. Guess what time my team's got to be at the field Sunday? 9:30. We put in new offense. We put in a new quarterback. One of the kids who's our runners was throwing the ball before practice last week, and my offense coordinator says, "Did you know we could throw like this?" I was like, "No." He missed all of August. Him and his brother go to Texas for August every year. They were down there for like 3 weeks. And they've been a little behind with everything that we're teaching. So now all of a sudden we put in this like Jaden Daniels offense where he's running, he's throwing. We put in a whole package this week of plays just for this kid, and we're excited to see what it does. Everything is speed. Everything is getting outside. We're going trips. We're going bunch. We're blocking back to seal it so he can get out around them on the outside. Very, very exciting. What's up, Jet 8:30? Jet's 8:30. How are you? Jet's 9:30 Sunday. 8:30 is the pregame. Sorry, Clancy. It's okay. Clancy, this is why you're the admin of the Discord. This is why you're one of the admins. You and Addie. I can always count on you guys to be there. Eminon's here. What's up, man? Knob deep. All right, speed round. Scrolling through fast. Tom Ace is here. Thank you for joining us. Patty Grimes, our resident Lions fan. I'm looking for other people. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. I'm scrolling very quickly right now. Dave Briga's in the house. Ricky, New York, live. Let's see who else we got. I think we're there. Jeffrey, what's up, bro? How are you? How are you, good sir? No, he's not a southpaw. I don't know if you're talking about my quarterback. Good kid. Got a twin brother, too. They're not identical, but they got good. One's a receiver now in the stack. Hey, Ron, welcome. All right. And we are caught up in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. As previously stated, and for Oscar, I am your host, Nick. He loves that part. He bangs his trash can every time it happens. David D. So here we are. It's Thursday. Jets are on their plane heading out. How do we feel? How do we feel about the game, folks? Are we nervous? Are we confident? Do we think said Zach Wilson. Do we think that Sam Darnold can get the job done? Do you think that Sam Darnold can beat us? No, my stigmatism is so bad with the contacts in that it's basically not having a contact in my left eye. And it makes me so dizzy and like a bad headache because the right eye is perfect with my contacts, but the left eye gets real bad. So I stopped home on the way from work and took the contacts out. I believe so. I think the CS is only 5. The championship series are 5. I think one of our resident baseball fans who are much more knowledgeable than me can answer that. But the only thing I hate is like they slide off my nose a lot. I hate that. So I do have a guest tonight. We're going to bring him in now. I wonder if he's done doing cartwheels. You ready to rock? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try to talk a little bit of football. I'm going to try to squeeze some football talk in with this guy tonight. But as a guest, he's allowed to ride his tidal wave right now. And I know he's very excited about what he just witnessed. Let's bring in Nate. What's up, buddy?
Let's go Mets, baby.
How you
Yeah, I'm on a
feeling?
high, and I lost my voice all in the ninth inning. I literally screamed, "Holy fuck!" just 14 times in a row at the top of my lungs, and woke up all of the Upper West Side. It was incredible. It was Pete's moment as a Met. I was talking to my dad today. Pete has he felt like he's been here for 10 years and he's never had a big moment. Every one of his home runs is 7-0 in the ninth, and then he adds on to make it 8-0. It was that's why it was so shocking to us Mets fans too. But between
Well, I
Monday
thought you saw my comment
today,
in the Discord with the Bueller, and then that's right when that rally took place. But Connor Hughes on a much larger scale was like, I think I'm done with Pete Alonso. And then kaboom. Jay
funny.
Graves, Quick Check Coffee is top of the food chain. There's no better coffee out there than Colombian from Quick Check. Chris Kringle. Chris Kringle should be coming out soon from Quick Check, and it's coconut, cocoa. It's fantastic.
Crazy
I
thing is,
will
Nick,
load up
I
on
thought I thought you were just calling me to be a dick when the Mets gave up 2 home runs to be on the show
I
tonight.
saw nothing. I got off the football field at 8. I went to ShopRite. I went to CVS to get my silicone earplugs because they were out of them at ShopRite. Pissed me off. And then I stopped at Quick Check to get coffee and a little wrap. And I was like, let me call Nate. Nate hasn't been on with me in a minute since like your reports from like August.
The Quantes Stickers report.
Yes. Hey man, listen, Jeff. In any sport, at any time, a team can get hot, and a play like that can be something that carries a team, and something that you just momentum's everything in October, right? How many times you see a team is down? I'll use the Yankees Red Sox in '04 as the perfect example. You get momentum in one moment, and then it just doesn't. You don't let it back. So it's no small thing coming back with a win like that on the road too.
We have the
All 3
momentum
games
of
are on the road, huh?
all 3 games are on the road. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, the playoffs. I don't like how they do the playoffs. If you're the Phillies right now and the Mets are coming in with like this type of momentum from winning their playing game and getting a big game 3. Granted, like pitchers are a little bit more tired, but I don't know. It's just it's weird having a team come in with such momentum from winning a playoff series, and you're the home favorites and you have to like sit there and wait and twiddle your thumbs, and now all the pressure is on you, and these guys everyone else is playing with house money and momentum. But whatever. That's why we talk Jets still during baseball season.
Sorry, I'm checking some of these. The different layout today on StreamYard. I don't know. I think they did an upgrade. There's a new option to play a video immediately when you start the video. So I guess StreamYard upgraded. I'm navigating the controls here. So good for you. I know the Phillies had a very good season. And I know it's a rivalry, so that'll be fun whenever you get to play a rival. It's like Yankees, Boston, right? Phillies, Mets is the same thing. Maybe Phillies, Braves is bigger, but in terms of geography, this is the backyard brawl, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is the 2 cities that. I mean, and for me, I'm not a Yankee fan. I was a Mets fan growing up, so Philly was always like my rival. It was never Boston. It was always like those nasty Philly fans. I remember during the '07 collapse, I went down at like 9th grade in high school, freshman year in high school with my middle school friends, and we watched the Mets get swept. And some old lady was pouring beer on us. We were like too scared to take the subway back with Philly fans, and missed our bus home to New York. It was a terrible weekend. The Phillies have traumatized my childhood like throughout that middle school and high school years. So yeah,
Oh.
I don't know. But we got nothing to lose. I don't know. We're playing with house money this year. We're only supposed to make the playoffs. It's been a fun week.
Yeah. Yeah, you beat the Braves to get in, and then now you get a chance to knock the Phillies out.
Yeah, and they're a year ahead of time. They were, they traded Scherzer and they told him we're trading you because we're not going to compete next year, and they ended up making the playoffs. And
Yeah.
well, Scherzer won a World Series, so I guess we can't complain.
Clancy says he likes when I comb my beard. No Diddy, but he's like a pimp on the streets. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I at ShopRite I bought a new beard balm, and this thing is softer than melted butter right now. And better, it smells so good.
I
Sorry,
hear that, Sarah.
it's so soft. You could see how soft it is, and just there's nothing like a good beard product. Nats won the World Series the year after they got rid of Harper.
Yep. Juan Soto stepped in and
No,
voted.
Harlan. Oh man, Harlan, you're so likable too. What the hell? Damn it. Jay Graves, if I was a dude, I'd totally grow a beard. I tell you what, Jay Graves, next time I see you, the beard's much bigger now. You can get a little, you can play with it if you want. The beard. I'm a gentleman.
Alan with a good point.
I don't even know. I didn't know if we'd hear
That's
that
the
comment.
Mets. That's the Mets GM. He has been great.
That David Stearns is the Mets GM.
He grew up a Mets fan too in Manhattan, and now he was the Brewers GM that kind of built the team that they have now, and bailed on them
Okay.
last year to come home.
Nice. Let me ask you this, because I've drifted off with baseball the last 10 years. Like each year is less and less interest. I try every year. I try to get into it. Yankees, I was out with them by Memorial Day. I think I was out. Now, let me ask you something. I know they have the shortstop that they got from the Cleveland.
Say it, Indians.
Yeah.
Lindor.
And
Francisco.
I know he's got a big salary.
Yeah.
Who the hell else are they paying that they have the largest payroll in baseball? Like, I don't know anyone else on their team. I know Alonso. That's it. Those are the only two players. And Nemo.
Everyone's making 20 million. Like, name a player on the
Really?
Mets, they're making 20 mil.
Really?
Yeah. Marte, 20 mil. Nemo, 20 mil. JD Martinez, double digits. Like Severino, 15 mil. They're paying 40 mil to Verlander this year, or one of them, Scherzer, like 35, 40 mil to one of them to pitch for another
To
team.
not be here?
Yeah, Diaz, another one, 35, 40 mil to, for his 30 saves. They got
Is he healthy?
They have Diaz, yeah. He pitched 40 pitches on
Do
Monday,
they still
which was
do
huge.
the trumpet entrance?
They still do the trumpet entrance. They do it with lights now. It's a big show. It's still. Yeah, like anyone who's anyone almost on the Mets is making double digits millions, is making 10 to 20
So
million.
aside
Bob is
from
right. They still got to
Severino,
pay
who's their
Bobby
starters
Bonilla.
besides Severino?
They have Sevy, and then they have these two lefties, Quintana Quintana from the Cardinals. He pitched for the Cardinals for a while. He's been the best pitcher in baseball in September, like the last 6 weeks. He was the one who pitched tonight, 6 innings scoreless. They have Sean Manaea, that guy from the Braves with a giant beard, but he came to the Mets and got rid of his beard.
I like him.
He's had a career year. I mean, Sevy's recovered, and he's back to like the old Sevy when he was top of the line. David Peterson has been the best pitcher in the second half with them, who's a lefty former reliever that came up in the Mets system, and he's the one that just closed out the game for them. So between Peterson, Manaea, and Quintana, they're three lefties, and they got Sevy. And then who's their other? I don't know. Those are definitely the top arms. Or Miguel. They had a couple other guys filling in.
Okay. All right. Oh, good for them. I'm happy for the fans.
It's exciting. It's definitely exciting. The OMG Grimace Mets live to tell another day.
Look at this. Allen doing promoting, and he doesn't even know it. 2017 MLB draft, pick number 17, Yankees take Clark Schmidt. Pick number 20, Mets take David Peterson. Very interesting. DP would have been a perfect fit in Yankee Stadium. Do you think we could ever DP in Yankee Stadium, ladies and gentlemen?
That would be
Look
fun.
at that.
The DP
Plugging the
Stadium.
Discord party and didn't even know it.
Oh yeah, wait. We have breaking MLB news.
Damn it.
Reds are hiring Terry Francona as their new manager. Former Red Sox
Still
skipper.
alive?
Yeah, this is now a baseball show, and they Reds are hiring Terry Francona. I'm just shocked. Allen
Last
made a
I
baseball
heard
comment
with him,
without
he
bringing
was
up the Pittsburgh pitcher and his girlfriend. That's all he talks about.
He was in Cleveland as their manager. The last I heard of Francona, he was just out of baseball this year.
Yeah. He's been out of baseball for a couple of years, I want to say.
Oh, it's been that long.
I think so. I don't keep track of all the managers around baseball, but I think he's been out a couple of years.
Okay.
Clancy might know better. Oh, Tom knows. He took the year off for health reasons. Okay. Well, he's still in Ohio now. He just Southern Ohio. Maybe 2 years, not more, says Clancy.
I gotta do a better job of checking these messages in my coaching app.
We have a good
All
Thursday
right.
night game at least. So lots of scoring.
Yeah. I had that going, and then I caught word of the Mets.
It's a good night to have multiple monitors if you're a sports fan.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up the NFL app now on the phone and just have that game. And shout out to me. I put in Baker Mayfield. I got a keeper league, and Jalen
What's his
Hurts
name?
is
Where's
my
Knob?
quarterback, and I
Knob
put
put in
Mayfield
Baker.
in. I put Mayfield in over Hurts, and Kyle
Tutties
Pitts
first
finally
half.
doing something. It's a keeper league, and I had Hurts, and then I drafted Mayfield. I kept Ford, ETN, Justin Jefferson, Shakir, Judy, Pitts, A-Chain. I drafted Mooney. I got Braylon Allen. Christian McCaffrey's hurt. I have him, and I'm 4-0.
That's a tough
And
one.
like, I'm 4-0 without him. I'm fucking loaded. And A-Chain hasn't been doing anything either.
Yeah, anyone if you have a Miami Dolphins player in fantasy, they took a major hit the last couple weeks. I have Waddle in one of my leagues, and I think I'm benching him this week for a different wide receiver. That's just they're like the Jets. It's wild what happened to them. They have their fans rooting for Tim Boyle to start because they don't want to see any of their other three quarterbacks, and they can't get a first down. It's little do they know, as Bryce Huff is learning, the grass is not always greener.
The Mets had a watch party at Citi Field tonight for the game.
They did. They sold $10 tickets, and they had I think 6,000 people there that were going wild. I was at a 7-line Army bar last night with hundreds of people that were going nuts for about 7 innings until the Mets blew it late. But yeah, I
Sorry,
couldn't
boom.
make it out.
I'm checking Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that, Clancy. That looked unreal. Citi Field. I don't remember Citi Field being that loud and anyone jumping in since the 2015 World Series. To be honest, Citi Field hasn't looked like it did in that clip when Pete hit the homer in Milwaukee. Ironically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it did look like.
I'm gonna start a poll. Oh, what's going on here with this wire? Give me a second. I'm sorry.
Good days.
Everything's all discombobulated. I didn't sit down till like 9:45. I'm all caught up. All right, here we go. Ready? Congratulations. Enjoy. Maybe it'll be a little magical October.
Cheers.
Excuse me. Now, the Jets. What do you think about this team right now going into Sunday? What's your level of concern? We are a very fickle bunch. We are a very overreactive bunch. We beat the Patriots. We're all booking trips to New Orleans. We lose to Denver and in the rain, and now all of a sudden everyone needs to be fired. And that's all the discussion this week from Jets fans is everyone needs to be fired. Where's Nate? Where are you with this? Where do you tip on the scales?
Come Sunday, specifically for this game, I have no expectations, which is a very bad place to be. Like for all of us that had very, very high expectations going into this season. I don't know if you remember, like I don't know if I said it on this podcast or the 47 other ones that I call into, but going into this season, I was worried about two things. One, the defensive line and people running it down our throats. I thought there was a game plan for the pretty much the whole AFC North, the Steelers, the Browns, like all those teams that have a good defense and good running game to just kind of keep our offense off the field, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, and obviously I was not nervous about our coaching, but I don't know what we have in our coaching. I didn't know what we had in our coaching going into it, and through the first 4 games, it's safe to say he got severely outcoached, Robert Saleh, in probably 3 out of the 4 games. Um,
That's fair.
and so coming into Sunday, where you look and you're saying, all right, coaching wise, it's probably going to be 1-4 in the coaching matchup Sunday, and we're playing a team that's obviously the hottest team in the NFL. They're 4-0, playing the best football. It's in London. That throws a whole other factor to it. So I have absolutely no expectations, which is a very sad place to be because week one going into 49ers, we're all thinking, all right, this is our chance to prove we're a Super Bowl team, and then
Yeah.
we kind of stumble into a victory week 2, but we look better, and then we improve into week 3. Like there at least the offense was taking big steps forward. Even I thought the coaching, like we looked better against New England. I like the blitzes solid drew up, and then it was just such a regression to 2023 and old Robert Saleh from the game plan to the press conferences. Like his press conference, we could do a whole segment on that. Was and I'm not one of those guys to like harp on quotes post game because they really don't do anything, but it's
Yeah.
just it was like I mean we did it over Zach Wilson, so at times it's like that stuff can have an
Yeah.
effect on the team, and we heard it with Aaron Rodgers and his differentiating opinion when his post game with then Robert Saleh over snap count and cadence and holding guys and then accountability. So I think we're already seeing some hints, but there's nothing that a W can't fix in the NFL.
Exactly. Like I said, we're a very fickle fan base to begin with. So when you throw a loss into it, it gets even worse, right? Come on, get off. That's what she said. Uh, Something that is worth noting: Aaron Rodgers doesn't lose back-to-back games very often. If they do have a bad game, he usually bounces back pretty well. They make the adjustments throughout the week, and then they get ahead of the curve. He's got a 17-11-1 record in his career against the Vikings. He knows them very well. I don't know. I don't care what the records are. I think we're a better team, and I think I personally just don't trust Sam Darnold yet. Like I've seen the numbers. I haven't seen him play. I've seen the highlights. That's it. I have a tough time finding Sam Darnold lining up for 4 quarters and not making mistakes, not making costly errors, not hurting his team because we had it so often. Even games that he did well and he still had bonehead plays. So I know coaching is very good over there, but what's your thoughts on Sam? And I'm going to kick it to you momentarily. I gotta turn the fan on over here. What's
Yeah,
your
no problem.
thoughts?
But Sam Darnold, I want us to treat him like we like he's a rookie. Like I don't. We saw Sam Darnold his first start in the NFL against the Lions. Like I don't want to play cover 3 and coverage and sit there and 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. There's no pass rush. That's where I feel like Sam Darnold can beat us. Um, I want to send ghosts at him, so to speak. Like if you're Robert Saleh and you're this defensive genius, like draw up a game plan to beat Sam Darnold. This is not Tom Brady. This is not Patrick Mahomes. This is still Sam Darnold. Like they're 4-0, but he's still proven that, like you just said it, he's gonna make his mistakes. He's gonna turn the ball over, especially like I just referred to it. If you can show him some ghosts and get him to mix a coverage up, I think as the Falcons just tied the game up here, just treat him like they did Brissett. Mix the coverages up, send blitzes, keep him guessing. Don't sit there with Russian 4, cover 3, third down, man to man, same old, same old. Because in that, and if you sit there, that's where I feel it's going to be O'Connell versus Saleh, and we lose. You know, O'Connell's going to drop something to beat our basic cover 3. Again, we have good talent out there, but if there's no pass rush, yeah, any quarterback is going to find a guy open.
Oh, nice. It was to
No,
Mooney.
it was to Mooney. I think he hits number 2 tonight.
He does. I got in that keeper league. I have Mooney, Pitts, and Mayfield starting tonight, and I'm blowing the guy out early. I'm projected to win by about 70 right now, and that's without McCaffrey at all. I've done well. I built a nice team there. Now I got to see if I could get rid of McCaffrey and get something in return, anything. Or I just keep him and see if he comes back and contributes at all.
I agree with what Alan just said in the chat, 100%. That's basically what I was just saying. They gotta.
Yeah, I mean, we play zone a
him
lot, and if you're an NFL quarterback and you've been in the league for 6-7 years, you should be able to beat a zone. If you can't get there with the pass rush, you should be able to beat a zone as an NFL quarterback. That's why you're in the NFL. If they're all throws, you got to be able to make 15-yard outs, 10, 12-yard ins, over the linebackers in front of the safeties. It's pitch and catch, man. You throw it out to the flat. If you run the guys upfield, you do a flood, and then you throw it down underneath.
I mean, you said it. We're so fickle that we can change week to week. If Solid dials up blitzes and like Clancy's saying, and sends 4 and sends 5 and keeps Darnold guessing and makes him look like he's facing Belichick again, like this fan base will flip again in 1 week, and then we'll be, oh, look at Salah and his defensive genius. Then we got Aaron on the other side, and now we're getting better step by step. So, but I mean, it's I can't envisioning that happening. But that's all it takes. I didn't think he was gonna. I didn't think we were going to do what we did to New England at home. I thought that was going to be a closer game than it was, and I was sitting back in the third quarter of the year, relaxing and laughing as we scored, touchdown number 3 and 4 to put the spanking on them. So it's the NFL. It's the NFL. You just don't know.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? You got to bounce back in this league. You have good seasons. Everyone loses a game that they don't expect to. Everyone loses to an opponent they don't expect to. So the big thing is that if you want to be one of those teams standing at the end, you got to find a way to bounce back. You got to find a way to not have those same mistakes come up and bite you week after week after week. Come out and win this game. Make the move for Devontae. And then come home for a game for first place against Buffalo on Monday night.
Yeah.
If we're playing for first place against Buffalo, that's all that matters. Even if they lose again this week, they play Houston this week. They lose, great. We're still, win or lose, we're still playing for first place at home on Monday night.
It's the first Jets podcast that I've heard not bring up Devontae Adams in the first 30 minutes of an episode this week. Well done.
Thank you. I wanted to wait.
But yeah, that's I mean, it's a perfect point. If
what else
we win the game
say?
and then add Devontae, right? We're all like, fitting our rings or fitting our fingers. So,
yeah,
100%. Week to week.
Well, what else is there to say, right? I said it last night. He wants to play here. They're figuring it out. It's going to get done. Devontae's going to be a Jet. Quote me. When? Might be after the weekend, right? No sense in rushing it now. No sense in paying his salary for Sunday if he's not going to play. So you make that move Sunday night. You win the game. You get back here Sunday night. You get him. About 2 a.m. Sunday night. You make the deal.
I don't understand the New Orleans stuff or anything else. Like that clearly didn't work with Derek Carr. He wants to play with Aaron. So
who wouldn't?
We'll see. And also the thing is, the Jets in this situation, they almost have a little bit of leverage in the trade talks. Not leverage, but the fact that Devontae would restructure his contract and do some type of extension to work out the cap, to play with with Aaron. I'm sure if they've talked about it behind the scenes, how they'll both be here for 2 years and they'll rework a contract. That plays into it because then the Jets might be willing to give up a second rounder or give up a second, get back and forth, whatever it is. But another team, if you're the Saints or the Commanders, are you going to give up a second if you know you're getting Devontae Adams who says, "Yeah, I'm out after 4 months." You know, that's
Yeah.
it's completely different. So they it all lines up for the Jets to make this move and then work out a team friendly deal with him.
I'm happy. I'm happy for Baker Mayfield. I really am, and I'm happy for me that he had a 17-yard run. I'll take another 1.7. But I'm happy for Baker, and I'm happy for Sam. I'm happy for the guys that went QBs 1 and 2 in that draft, and they've been shit on time and time again. They've been shit on, and everyone says Allen and Lamar. I'm happy that these two are having success. I really, honestly, truly am. I have a soft spot in my heart for guys that fail and persevere and overcome and bounce back and find success elsewhere. I'm
Don't forget the other
very,
former
very
Jet in
happy
Seattle,
for those guys.
Gino
And
too.
I'm not so happy for Gino. Gino was a dick.
You want to punch him in the face too?
No, but you're just don't your position of leadership. You know what I mean? Your position of leadership as a quarterback, you're going to cheap out over $600 and create a brawl in the locker room. I don't know. I gifted a membership. I'm very grateful for all of you guys. So I always like to gift memberships, and it went to Mike Rubino. Mike, welcome. And then Hank G said, "Oh no, here's one too, Nick." And that went to New York Jets superfan. Thank you, Hank. Let me put up there the banner for you guys if you're curious of what that gets you. We added a new one today, a new member. I think we're at 72 members now in the Discord. It's a nonstop party. The only time it stops is if there's actual Jet shows on. Other than that, we're all rocking. So if you want to get involved in that, please do so. Follow the instructions on the bottom. Week 6 is the last game you can miss. It said it on Roto World yesterday. I thought Reddick had a report with 6 games left not to lose out the entire season. I thought he had a report with 6 weeks left. Otherwise, it's a sit out. Because I remember the Le'Veon Bell thing went on into November.
I've only heard those two things. I've only heard either 6 weeks before the season ends or week 6, and I don't know. So it's. I think you're right on one of those two. I can't assure you which one. But it's definitely 6 weeks in or 6 weeks out.
I think he only missed 6 games. I think it's the other way around, Ricky. I think he has to report with 6 weeks left, or else the season is a loss. I think. Hey, Gator, using his super chat for being a member for 3 months. If you take cranberries and stew them like applesauce, they taste much more like prunes than rhubarb does. Suck my red dick. Nice. Go down, Baker. We don't need you getting hurt. And you're probably a few plays ahead of me. I do love when Baker runs the ball, though. He gets up and acts like such a dick. And I don't think it's an act. He's a dick. And I like that. I like his confidence, his arrogance, his cockiness. I like
him in
that.
college? He was wild in college.
He was. The shit talking from the sideline, yeah.
Pre-game, halftime, post-game, yeah, he was during the game.
Knob says it's week 10.
That would.
Oh, there's still 10 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, there could be 4 more touchdowns. This has been a bettors and fantasy players' dream type of game. I need Chris Godwin to make one more catch. Please.
Kim, you watch your filthy mouth, Kim. Jeez, Kim. Virgin ears are here. But you're right. He's definitely a dick. So what's your approach if you're Ulbrich this week? Are you putting sauce on Jefferson everywhere? You putting Reed on Addison? Or are you letting him go to one side of the field or not?
I've heard people make a big stink about that. Um, I'm not as concerned about it. I think DJ Reed, we saw last week, DJ Reed is a pretty damn good corner, and we saw a couple weeks ago that Sauce is not Darrelle Revis, and he does get beat every once in a while. It is possible. Um, I just want Saleh to mix up the coverages. Like whatever you do, if travel with him, don't travel with him, then play zone, whatever it is, just don't do what you always do and then sit there in silence and say we got to figure it out after the game. Just do anything but that. Change the Gatorade color to blitzes, or like I said, if it's traveling with him, not traveling with, fine. Just change it up, Ulbrich. Change it up, Salah. Like they have to. And
All
again,
right.
it's we know the quarterback. This is the quarterback that Joe Douglas traded because he could see ghosts on defense. So you're a defensive genius, and we have the best secondary. Make him see ghosts. Do it.
All right. You go back and watch that game film?
Of which one?
The Ghost game.
Broncos?
The Ghost game with Belichick.
No, I didn't. I didn't go back and watch that. Jaquez probably did.
No,
He's
the
a big film
Jets.
guy.
If you're the Jets, you go back and watch that film and throw some of that shit out there to catch them off guard.
Oh, no, I'm sure he's a different quarterback by now. I mean, you would hope. I don't know. And also, you'd probably. I mean, they might be, but I feel like Belichick also plays a lot of man. It's just totally different defense. You would think he's a different quarterback, but yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, based off of your comment, I just put a poll up in the chat. What's your favorite Gatorade color? Purple, orange, red, or other? If it's other,
You don't have yellow up there?
no, I don't even count that. That goes under other.
That's a primary color when it comes to Gatorade.
I know, but not for me. I'm curious.
I'm about to go in your
to see
town. We're
where
about to get a lot of hits on other.
orange is in the lead. All right. Now, if you're voting other, tell me what color.
It's lemon
All
lime.
right.
Everybody, it's lemon lime.
Oh, you guys are gross. That's disgusting.
I could go red too.
Yeah.
I'll go red or lemon lime depending on the day that ends in Y. But they're both good.
Yeah, I go purple and red. Don't give me anything else. I'll tell you, like the clear, the white one is my second favorite. I'll go purple and then I'll go white. Wow, others running away with it. Jeez. All right, you guys are disgusting human beings. I got people telling me that candy corn's bad, but voting for fucking lemon lime and Gatorade. The nonsense going on in this chat right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
4%
Matthew
is
Smith.
tough for red. That's false.
That's evil. That's evil.
Yeah, that's 4% is tough. That's just not. Yeah, that's not accurate.
That's disgusting. I'm sorry that I even did that. I'm angry. I'm more angry about this than I am. But you know what, Carly? I'm not going to say it. You're not going to make me angry enough to say it.
Do it again, but don't put other. Just make that yellow. Just make the 4 primaries. That'll be more balanced.
Well, I'm going to eliminate purple and red. No one voted for it.
Dude, I believe in red. It's just red had a tough day. That there's so many others. There's so many others to choose from.
I mean, you
saw it in
can
the
like
chat.
red, and like sometimes you grab red, but it might not be your favorite.
I mean, again, of one of the prime. If you're going to a deli, they're gonna have red. Everyone has red somewhere. It is one of the best ones, but yeah, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be a 4%er. Shout out to the Jake Asman
What's another
female
one?
audience.
Blue?
Yeah, purple is such a
There you
weird
go.
color. I'm not gonna lie.
This nonsense bullshit we got going on today. I don't like the chat tonight. You guys aren't being nice.
Why?
I'm pissed off this chat tonight. Oh, boom! I saw your comment earlier. I did have a good super chat to Jake this morning. I'm getting ready for work and I'm listening to a show, and I hear that there's a Jet bar in London, and it's the Redwood bar. And I gave him a super chat that said, hopefully a couple ladies get the Redwood before you leave and come back home.
Carly is not there, right?
Huh?
Carly's not in London, right? Jake's doing his own thing.
Oh, now we got ourselves a race, Nate. Now we got ourselves a race. Screw all you purple and red haters. Oh, wow. Look at this. Blue. What kind of
It looks like it's like at the
this?
Mets game or at one of the games when they have the race cars on the screen that are like, oh, who's taking the lead?
Oh, like which train is getting to Yankee Stadium first?
Yeah. Exactly. Yellow. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Blues the express train at this point.
No. You know what, Carly? Announced on this show tonight here for the first time. I'd like to announce that Carly and Jake are now
She's
together.
married? They're engaged? They're not dating, they're engaged?
They're engaged.
Holy shit. Did he do it in London?
That's why Carly hasn't been on the shows. She doesn't want to show the ring off yet. They're waiting for like the engagement photos to come out.
Did he do it on the London Eye or in front of the or in front of Big Ben?
No, but I mean, if she's gonna talk shit about candy corn, I'm gonna talk shit about her. She's with Jake. She's with Jake. You don't like candy corn. You're negative. See that? You got
that
me.
means she's very much not dating Jake. That they're obviously engaged.
Yeah, you're not dating anymore. I mean, rumor has it that he came back from Houston for you, Carly. Jeez. This is exactly why I haven't been in the chat. Wait, you're telling me you haven't been in the chats because you're embarrassed about your candy corn take? Horrible.
Jets mess. Oh, look at yellow. Oh, look at yellow.
What? Yellow made a comeback?
Too soon. I spoke too soon.
Whoa. All right, as long as it's not blue. No love for white. White's falling off.
Okay, now replace red for white.
Like
do it again.
No, red's out. Red only got 4%.
Yeah, but you had that.
You can't
with the
get back
That's
into the race
fair.
if no one votes for you.
That's not fair.
Carly, I'm only teasing. You know I love you.
Tom Hayes voted white, but he was confused on what the poll was.
Yes. And just for the record, I'm not going to make that joke. Damn it. It's a good joke, too. Fuck, it's a really good joke.
Just send it in Discord. Right. You're
Fuck
on YouTube.
It's my channel. Much like humanity, you could say that nobody likes the whites. We are in last. And it's getting less and less liked as we go. Hey, Southend.
As long as you don't make a comment about yellows, I think you're safe.
All those Gatorade flavors suck, especially white. Well done, Nate. I caught it. All right, Southend. Then what's yours? Mine is purple. Purple, white, red are my that's my 3. I don't even need 4 on the Mount Rushmore.
The purple, I mean, purple is just not available most places, so I don't even think that should be an option, but if that's your favorite, go for it.
All right, we're gonna end it, and I guess yellow's the winner. Congratulations to the most disgusting, piss-flavored Gatorade for winning. My lord.
It tastes like it reminds people of lemonade,
Nick,
and it's a thirst quencher. So that's just
I know.
that's
I'm
the
not a
honest truth.
lemonade fan. I don't like lemons.
But
I don't like
what in the
lemonade.
world is like what in the world is purple and blue? Like no one eats purple and blue stuff.
Grape. Grape Italian ice. Grapes.
Grapes
Like
are like
grape is
are
one of the best
green.
flavors there
Grapes
are.
aren't even like grapes aren't even purple, to be honest.
Oh man. I don't like the chat anymore. This might be the last show.
I've always thought, have you ever seen
Well,
the Super Bowl prop bets about which Gatorade is being dumped on the
yeah.
coach?
Yeah.
Is that not the easiest one if you're the equipment guy to just fourth quarter bet your whole salary on yellow, make everyone yellow? Winner, you know what I'm saying? You win the Super Bowl, you watch the yellow
Yeah.
Gatorade get pumped, and then you're not an equipment guy anymore and you retire.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems easy to do that bet every year. I wish I knew an equipment guy on the Super Bowl team.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll never drink one. I'll drink the glacier. I'll drink the purple. It's got to be sugar free though. So my options are limited because not all the flavors are now sugar free. You know, instead of just saying red, there's kiwi strawberry, there's fruit punch, there's a bunch of different reds. So I'm still
You
surprised
have to
that it
talk about
only
the primary colors of Gatorade: the blue, the red, the
yeah.
yellow,
But there's
orange.
so many reds. Like I said, there's kiwi strawberry, there's fruit
No, but
punch, there's wild berry.
there's not. But most you go to a local, there's red, blue, yellow, orange. Am I missing
Green
one?
apple is my son's favorite. Green apple or kiwi strawberry
Never
and a
even had
strong.
this. This is ridiculous. There's so many flavors.
All right. I appreciate the Gatorade comment, but and the super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. I do appreciate that, but I can't read the other part.
You want me to read it? It's on my channel.
Matt's good for you for not being diabetic, Mr. Fancy Pants. You freaking show off.
I bet you Jets mess has 10 toes too.
Jesus Christ. Damn you, Nate. When you're a guest on the show, you're supposed to be like on my
Not
side.
to rub it in.
Don't team up with the chat. The chat's
Eating
here we
sugars.
go. Young Ho Koo gets it blocked. You probably saw it already, and Clancy's going to make fun of me for being 3 plays behind.
Nick, if there was one person who also would love zero sugar Gatorades in your chat, who would you guess it would be?
Zero sugar. Who else? In the chat right now. So that eliminates Bobby because Bobby shouldn't be having them. Who else is diabetic? Roger F.
Don't think diabetic. Don't think diabetic.
Who likes zero sugar?
I thought this was gonna be easy for you.
I'm looking away from the comments.
Think
the comments
11
on this
11.
side.
Think 9 minutes from now.
Carly?
Think 11 p.m.
Carly. Uber white girl time. I hate drinking my calories. Yeah. Yeah, Jerome, there we go. I'm with you, buddy. It makes sense, right? No. It's gross and the result of falling down the stairs, you freaking prick. Now, just for that, Gator, you get toe opened wound pictures just sent to you randomly.
It's terrible.
So, all right, back to the Jets after that little. Oh, Leany, Leany, do not encourage him, Leany. Not nice. And you too, Kim. What the hell's going on with you ladies tonight? South End again with another super chat. Thank you. Sam's Club Fruity Water, 4 flavors, 0 sugar, elite. I like it. Oh, Metro, funny. That's good. I was diabetic after my last doctor's appointment and went back to normal. Very good. Very
Well
good.
done, Metro.
I'm watching you, Gator. No. Going upstairs 4 weeks after ACL surgery with the knee brace at 8 o'clock to get a plate of pizza rolls because I couldn't really stand up and cook. That was the bad decision. And when I came back down the stairs, that's when the tumble in the jungle happened. So fuck pizza rolls. PTSD.
These were
What
ACL
happened,
buddies.
man? What the hell happened in the game? The number one.
Oh, I didn't even see
He's
it.
got
I
his
had your chat
helmet
on
off.
there.
He's yelling and he fell on his butt.
Ooh, White?
Yeah, what happened to him?
I didn't see. I had your chat on for a sec. Can someone tell me if Godwin has 6 catches though? That would be great.
Probably not.
Baker's doing his thing.
He's at 5 for 64 right now.
Oh,
Ricky with a question. Thank you, Ricky. What advice would you give the Jets after they break their foot off in the Vikings' ass? Ask for an aisle seat on the way home. It's tough to get in out of aisles.
That would make Monday night at MetLife twice as loud if they could come home 3-2. Going into Buffalo, you'd have the division
Yeah.
on the line that night.
Clancy,
That would,
you gotta stop smoking, man. Yeah, May 11th last year, I had ACL surgery. They replaced it, and then June 7th, I was able to walk with the brace and have it loose so it can bend. And I went upstairs, came back down, stepped on the first
What were
step,
you walking
and then
with? A cane?
no. At that point, I was off the crutches. I just had to have the brace. 2 weeks after surgery, now you're off the crutches, and
I've had 2 ACLs.
just
I know
keep the
very
knee
well.
brace on for stability because the knee will buckle. And my sock slipped on the stair. My good leg slipped off. The brace knee buckled. I grabbed the railing to pull myself off to the knee, and I pulled so strongly that I flung and shot down the stairs like a missile head first. I broke the 3rd and 4th step. They're bent. And
Is Nick frozen? Am I frozen?
I hit the ground. I had a concussion. I cracked. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're back.
Nate, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. I cracked my head on the cement floor, bruised ribs, sprained my neck. Pizza rolls are everywhere. One of them got inside the knee brace and popped alongside of the knee. So that was the worst pain of all at first. And I go to the hospital. I get the x-rays done on the ribs and the neck. And then being diabetic, you really don't feel your feet a lot. And the next morning I get home like 4:30 from the hospital. I take my socks off. There's 2 big purple stripes across the toe. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, I twisted that ankle too. They didn't take my sneakers or socks off at the hospital to check. This is now Thursday morning. On Saturday morning, I wake up with like 101.9 fever. It's June 9th now, or 10th on a Saturday. I'm shaking and shivering with a fever. I'm getting whiteouts from how thrown off my body is with this infection. The toe starts to turn different colors. I go to the hospital on Monday. They give me 2 oral antibiotics. And what I ended up having is called osteomyelitis. It's a joint and bone eating infection that sits dormant in fumble. Falcons got it. Nice. And it sits dormant in diabetics, and a trauma usually brings it out.
12 minutes ago, Nick.
Well, I'm watching on my phone. Shut up. All right. You know what? Then why don't you do play-by-play, jerky head?
Well, the game's over. Falcons won. Kyle Pitts touchdown to win it. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm not. That didn't happen.
So, long story short, when you have this infection, you're supposed to be on IV antibiotics, switching back and forth for 2 bags with like an IV port put in you. They never did that. And after taking the oral antibiotics for 10 days, the toe was like purple and blue and dead. And I went back to the hospital and they were like, yeah, we need to amputate. So thanks everyone for bringing that up again. It's always fun to talk about.
That's fun story time. The only question I have
Yeah.
after that story is after you fell, how many pizza rolls did you eat?
None, but one of the housemates comes running and he didn't know what to do. Like, you ever remember the old video where the lady is stomping the grapes and she falls and she's like, oh. That was me, like on the ground. And the guy comes running. He's like, dude, what do I do? He's like, where's your crutches? And then now I'm on the ground. And then in the laundry room, the weight bench used to be back in there. Yes, I know it all comes back to laundry with me. As I'm on the ground, I'm like, you got to get over there. One of the pizza rolls rolled under the laundry bench, the weight bench. So I'm on the ground just looking back and forth now for pizza rolls, trying to make sure we get them all. No, I have not, Kim. I have not. I can't. Oh, wait. Last summer, I did because I still wasn't able to cook, but I would eat them in the kitchen and I would not travel with the plate. But once I got off the crutches Labor Day weekend, I was basically incapacitated from May 11th last year with knee surgery until Friday before the home opener against the Bills last year. Yeah, it was a rough year.
It says close your eyes and make your wish. 11-11.
I wish that Clancy wasn't so stoned. He remembers me telling this story about the ACL and doesn't ask about it the next time, too.
Please don't, Clancy. That story was long as shit.
Shut up, Nate. You're such a bully. So,
oh, he threw a pick. He threw a pick. What was that?
Wait, what happened?
Cousins threw a pick.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I'm still watching the touchdown highlights from today.
Yeah, I'm in week 6.
That's how far ahead of me you are?
Yeah, the Jets won. Yeah, that was brutal.
Oh, 4th and 15.
Why would they do that?
You know what? Good for the Bucks.
Just throw the ball to Chris Godwin. Just do it. A little screenplay, something.
How many timeouts Atlanta have? 3?
I thought
I mean,
someone
they have
had
3.
2. I think
They got 3 timeouts. They might throw it at some point, and then you get the first down. You milk the clock. So easy. Damn you, Clancy. You're so far ahead of me. I don't know why. I'm watching it on my phone. I'm not watching it on Amazon. I'm watching it on the NFL mobile app. So that's the delay. Damn, yo.
Yeah, on Amazon, it's 2nd and 13. Oh, they put the guy in who fumbled it again. Showing some trust in the rookie, Irving. Yeah, rookie running backs getting burned. I love to see it. Gonna get a good runner.
Hey, Boomtown. I learned that you're a jerk because you're giving me reports from 2 weeks ago. No. Here.
Cody TV.
I'm tired. Why don't you guys just tell me what happens? Oh.
You're in the 4th quarter, right?
I'm done with you. Nick, do you watch Power? No, Tom. What's that about? All right. I'm gonna wrap this show up early tonight. Let's get into what did we learn?
We learned yellow Gatorade
No.
is the premier Gatorade.
I would be shocked if the only one in here who would watch Dancing with the Stars and admit it is Bonesy because his wife makes him. But they're on their way back from Florida, I believe, today from Disney. Or they went to Disney for one day and then to his wife's family's house. Oh, you might get a pass. Who'd they throw that to? Who's number one? The running back?
Yeah, Rashad White.
That's not Godwin.
They need to try to get in field goal range, though. They need to they kind of work their way out of a field goal. They're running it again. They want that timeout. It's interesting. Trust the defense. Trust the defense.
I like this, Jeffrey. It's a good message. To a few haters in this chat, we talk football as much as we talk to each other about life. The Jets brought us all together. Our football knowledge and love for the game keeps us real. I love that, man.
Pretty good balance today. We talked a bit about the game and Sammy Darnold.
I'm just beat.
Are you going to be coaching during the game on Sunday?
Yeah, our game's at noon, and it's senior day for the 8th grade cheerleaders and players. So that starts at 11:45, and they got to line up around 11:15. So I got my players getting there at 9:30, so we can stretch, go through our substitution packages, run some plays, and then we got to do check-ins at 11.
So what's your plan to watch the game? Are you going to keep track of it? Or are you going to try to not find out? Or are you going to try to...
I got a couple junior coaches on the sideline. My son won't be with me this Sunday, but the other two will be. And they know that when the Jets are on, they got to give me updates. So they'll monitor it. They'll tell me what happened.
Kirk Cousins with no timeouts in a minute 10. Can he do it?
For a field goal? Yeah, he can do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3. He only needs 3. They've got a damn good kicker. Nick, can I ask you a football question before we go?
Absolutely.
Are you as concerned with our defensive line as I am? Like that it could be the reason why we don't make the noise that we were supposed to in the playoffs?
Uh, Losing JJ hurts. Losing Leaky Fotu has hurt as well. He was the one big body who's supposed to be the run stopper. Uh, I'm looking forward to him getting back. I'm hoping he's back by the Buffalo game. I'd hate to see. I'd hate to have to wait another week for him for the Steelers, but 21-day window started yesterday, so I mean he could be back after the Steeler game for the Patriot game. So I'm hoping he's back by Buffalo because I don't want Cook going off on us. But I think Leaky's one of those players on the team that nobody else could do what he does. So I think if you get that big body and these other guys can make plays in the run game, you're keeping offensive linemen off of the linebackers more often. When you got that big, strong defender in the middle, right now we don't have that. We have all pass rushing linemen. And for the last 2 years, I've always thought you need to bulk up and have 2 big run stuffers. I've always wanted another Chris Jenkins or Sione Puha or Snacks Harrison. You know, we had Woods last year. Everyone's always been small, pass rushing, gap penetrating defensive linemen, and it doesn't help. We always get beat in the run because we don't have big defensive linemen that are stalwarts. Like you get pushed around in the run game, and I don't know. It's I get what drives this scheme, but if you have 10 defensive linemen, you can't take 2 that are big run stuffers and put them out there.
Yeah, I'm concerned about the defensive line. It was a strength of ours last year. It was a strength of ours like pretty much the last 2 years. Um, but this year it's almost like immediately become a weakness. Granted, like you said, the JJ injury has a lot to do with that, but I mean, you just brought up Sione Pua, Chris Jenkins, that defensive line. It wasn't great, but at least they could stop the run. But
Yeah,
you remember, we needed Rex every week needed to dial up blitzes to get to the quarterback. We were not getting pressure
yeah.
sending Sione Pua, Brian Thomas, and
No,
Sean Ellis. Granted, Sean
no, but
Ellis
you
and Brian
couldn't run
Thomas,
on us. But the
exactly.
opposite
That's what I'm saying.
was
That's what I
you
was
had
saying.
guys playing
Granted,
man that weren't getting beat, so you could send the linebackers. We play
exactly.
zone, so if you're blitzing linebackers, you're just opening up holes in the zone.
And at this point, I would kill for that defensive line that could stop the run, but not get to the quarterback, at ease. But at least Sean Ellis was decent enough, and they had a good interior pass rushers with Pua
Yeah,
that filled in when Chris Jenkins got hurt. But I thought that was going to be a strength of this defense, and we were all talking about how dominant this defense was, and best defensive line, and best linebackers, and best secondary, and we're the best positional groups all around. And I'm just concerned that, and especially it's we're not talking about the kicker or punter here. Like, granted, those are important, but like, what Super Bowl team or what team that wins deep in the playoffs gets gashed on the run like we do? And we haven't been able to run the ball consistently. When we needed 1 yard last week, it was getting stuffed by the Broncos 4 times. Like
yeah,
we're not the Rex Ryan, yeah, 4th and 1 against the Chargers, send them out there and the whole country knows we're diving it over the middle and we still got it. Like
yeah,
I long for those
um,
days back, and I know that's what wins in January. Like we need O line and D
yeah.
line, and obviously last week that was concerning. Uh-oh, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They spiked it. 1 second.
Nice. Metro Funny, he's not off of IR. They opened up his 21-day practice window. Once you open up that 21-day practice window, you have 21 days to be activated or you go on season-ending IR.
Yeah, I needed 2, Clancy. Knock this field goal in, please.
Tampa take a timeout.
There was a flag. Delay a game on the offense. What? What just happened? They didn't reset the clock and they gave him a delay a game. I wasn't listening. I don't know the details, but they just moved this kick back 5 yards. Now it's a 52 instead of a 47. Tampa Bay's icing them. Todd Bowles icing them. Yeah, Clancy, why did they do that? Yeah, shouldn't they have reset that clock? No, there's no 10-second runoff on the delay of game, Jay. Yeah, Stack, he did miss from 41 earlier. Atlanta's coach is not happy about those 5 yards.
Did he make it?
He hasn't kicked it yet. Todd Bowles is icing him. He took the timeout.
Okay.
And
I put
Atlanta's
myself on
coach
mute to
is ripping
listen,
him.
and Terry, the rules guy, came in and said that I don't know why they would think they get a reset. You down the ball, place clock resets. There's no timeout. There's no reason to think there's going to be a reset. I think maybe they thought Tampa was going to take a
He drilled
timeout,
it.
so they
He
didn't
drilled
rush
it.
Nice. That's what she said.
Well done. All right.
Thank you.
I get my guy another catch. I need Godwin. One more catch, baby, in overtime.
There you go. Resets everything, right?
Hell yeah.
I'll take a Baker Mayfield.
Better's
walk-off
dream.
touchdown. I'm
Overtime,
not gonna
30-30.
lie.
I love it.
I got 20
Everybody's
points from
quiet.
Mooney, 15 from Pitts, and 23. I got 59.8 points so far in this game alone.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
And then in another league, I got London, who went for 27.5. Oh, wait, no, I'm at 73 points. 34 points for Mooney. Holy shit.
Yeah, their whole offense going crazy.
Well, it's different leagues.
Knob is starting Baker Mayfield and Drake London against me. Thank God he has Mooney on the bench but didn't start him. Or he could have just really did the whole trifecta.
Nice.
Wow, hell of a game. Hell of a game.
Yeah. All right. Well,
And I
Boomtown,
forgot the next one.
drop your what did we learn, Boomtown, and we're gonna get out of here, and everyone can enjoy the overtime of the game tonight. Make sure you like the stream, please. Share it. Comment afterwards.
You mean overtime in the DP, Nick?
Yeah, I want to get in bed. I want to put my feet up, man. I'm tired. I went from work to coaching football to shopping to. Thank you, Carly. I appreciate you. I went from being the one that you talked about people with to being the one you talk about. Circle of my life. I've learned Nick is an old man, excited that he can enlarge text. The Mets have Nick to thank for their victory tonight. Leany is a fun ruiner. Colombian coffee from Quick Check is superior, 100%. Jay Graves has beard envy. I believe it was Reddick, not Red Dick. Nick, who the hell leaves yellow Gatorade off the pole? Breaking news, Carly is engaged to Jake. Nobody likes the whites. Double bonus, strongly suggest Gator doesn't open any pictures from Nick tonight. Nick is on a significant game delay. Gatorade color is a tense debate in the Shiner community. I like it. I like it. Very well done, sir. Nate, thank
We're on
you.
the edge of our seat. The triple
Thank you for
bonus.
hanging out, sir. I appreciate you.
It was a blast. Appreciate the last minute invite.
If
I was
you
thrilled after the Mets win. I would have said yes to literally anything in the world. So
irrational? I thought it was pretty rational to not like them anymore. I love them. They're the reason for Tomageddon, Tom.
Kirk Cousins has 440 passing yards.
And won't win.
Holy shit.
I will say this, Addison. I like the Golden Knights because that's what I came up as with Saint playing football and basketball for St. Cecilia's and then coaching my son and daughter in flag football. Yes, my daughter was 5 years old playing flag football with 7-year-old boys. It was the cutest thing in the world. Yeah, well, you know what, Tom? The pinky toe is rational. I didn't have the option, dude. The fuck? What the fuck, man? Jeez, bro. My son actually has like the turnover chain of the Golden Knight logo hanging up in his bedroom because he was a Golden Knight and he asked for it for 1 year for Christmas. So he's got it on like his coat rack hanging there.
That's neat.
So I am working on a outing in New Jersey for the Steeler game on Sunday Night Football. So stay tuned for that. We should have more information coming out. I'll make some calls over the weekend. Maybe by Sunday night, we'll have a little gathering. Nothing crazy, Central Jersey. So, Nate, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you in the Discord later. You're the man.
Appreciate the time. Have a good night, Nick.
Later,
See you in the
pal.
DP.
Have a good night,
Go
buddy.
Mets.
Enjoy. I'm happy for you. He left. I didn't boot him. He left. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I might come on tomorrow night. I might. I don't have Nick tomorrow. His football game is Saturday at 12 o'clock. So maybe I'll pop on tomorrow night. Maybe we'll do a hangout and open up the call lines to you fantastic shiners. I hope everyone has a great night. Oh, right at the buzzer. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate you, Nate. Thank you for that. Let me open up YouTube and see who it went to. Junior Rudy. It went to Junior Rudy. Look at that. 2 Knicks. That makes every lady's dream come true. So, Nate, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Very kind of you to do that. And ladies and gentlemen, I know it's rough. We're 2-2. Everyone feels like everything is in dire straits. It's not. Aaron Rodgers is our quarterback. They're going to figure it out. Aaron Rodgers very rarely loses 2 games in a row. No, Tom, sorry. I have the other ones on today. I have my older ones on. But thank you, everyone. Oh, game over. What happened? Walk-off TD by who? Give me names, people. Come on. Who scored the touchdown, folks? Warwick Dunn. You're a dick. Kirk Cousins ended up with 509 and 4 touchdowns. Kirk effing Cousins, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. 509 yards after throwing a bad interception with 1:44 left. Oscar, I am your host. Sundays and Wednesdays at 9, Thursdays at 10 Eastern. Dip. Deep, deep, deep. I guess somebody's too busy making memes and getting blocked on Instagram by Instagram to know when I go on. Yeah. Fake fan, dude. Total fake fan, Nate. Look at that. Nate leaves the show and immediately goes into elite troll level in the chat. I love it. Well done. Wow. Kirk effing Cousins. And you know what? It's a shame. Because they drafted Michael Penix and they don't need him when you got the GOAT, Kirk Cousins. The greatest, most elite average quarterback in the history of the NFL, Kirk Cousins. A man of God, Kirk Cousins. But if he was a flavor of Gatorade, nobody would like him.